As I said, my name is Jacob. This poem I'm about to do is called Naked. It's probably going to hit a little bit hard, but I just want to say there's a love in here that cannot be matched. Any boyfriend, any girlfriend, any relationship, sex, drugs, there's not a high that can match it. This poem is about a girl looking for that love, and fortunately for all of you, it's within your reach. So if you can identify with this girl, keep your head up, because Jesus loves you no matter where you've been. He just cares about where you're going. So without further ado, let's get to it. She came screaming into this human race. A headfirst fall from grace with a past that makes her wish she could relive her days up. Cocaine stains on her face from the lines that she takes. Heart heavy like the bags that she carries. Bags packed with past mistakes that she can't quite throw away. Bags packed because she has to find another place to stay, because her body only paid for a few days, and now that he's used her, he's ready to throw it all away. Just look at her face. The bags under her eyes can tell that story more than her words could ever say. And the way she was raised was less than perfect. Deep down inside, she was hurting, feeling like she was undeserving of the hard life lessons she'd been learning, yearning for the love from a father who was nothing if you stood him next to perfect. So she started searching at her own, just 11 years old, looking high and low for someone just to hold her. Dad used to hold her, now he's holding empty bottles on the sofa. Mom, she's long gone. She had to move on. She never wanted a daughter, just a man for the night, and 9 months was enough of a waste of her life. She wears a promise ring on her finger, but for her, every promise spoken was a promise broken. And maybe on that day, she really prayed she would wait, but she's never been patient, and lately the temptation has been staying, begging her to give in. If only Daddy would have loved her the way this guy's been touching her. If only Daddy would have really cared. Maybe the blood on her underwear would be from that once-a-month cycle, not from an every single day nightmare. And she only felt awkward the first couple of times she was naked, but feeling used was a feeling that never quite went away. That and the shame, and the loneliness, and the dirtiness. Crying in the shower for hours, scrubbing her skin until it bleeds, and the soap could be the vaccine to cure her disease. As if the bleeding could be the release that she's so desperately seeking. As if that feeling was somewhere underneath. And she walked out skin clean with that feeling. No soap can wash away that feeling. And inside her heart is barely beating. Because the secrets that she's keeping, they leave her feeling weaker and weaker and weaker. Those words on the tip of her tongue, they never come. She just holds it in. She just holds it in like smoke from sucking on that cigarette, as if hope can grow from nicotine seeds planted deep inside faltering lungs. As if love can flow out the river he's been releasing deep in between her legs that are far too weak to run away. This is all I know for so long, so this is where I'll stay. Besides, you all tried to help me before, my life has never changed. And I'll talk to that face in the clouds too, and I'll curse him for making me this way. Is that what you call praying? Because I'm still waiting. If your God was real, then my life would have never turned out this way. And if alone was a place, then she'd feel right at home. But if it's just a feeling, then forever she'll roam. And if love isn't real, then forever she'll long. And if longing isn't right, then she'll always be wrong. Because she can never say no. Please, just say no. I can't say no. I know you know. I know you know that they don't really love you. I know that they don't love me. Trust me. I've seen more than my fair share of strange faces. Attached to rubber necks that turn when I walk by to watch the way my body sways. Attached to broad shoulders that can never bear my weight. Attached to filthy hands that wander to my most sacred places, and I just close my eyes. My mind goes back to the days when Daddy still loved me. And he really meant it. He really loved me. It wasn't something men say, because that's fun isn't what it used to be. Without the late night talks and parked cars and deserted parking lots and long walks on the beach. Without the handwritten love notes passed around the class with circle yes, no, or maybe if you'll go out with me. Without the innocence, the first time our lips met and our palms were sweating, and we were holding holding each other like we'll never let go? What happened to those times when it was just you and me alone and we could just sit there and enjoy each other's company? You never forced me to take off all my clothes. Never grow up. Never grow up! Because everything's so perfect when you're young. With each passing year, it begins to come undone. Now she's got a rust down her cheekbones from the tears that she cries. She's got a hole in her stomach from swallowing lies. She's got yellow on her fingertips from smoking all those cigarettes. She's got an empty cavity in her chest from a heart that was stolen and never given back. And all the chemicals in her head, they're a little bit unbalanced, but it's okay. It's okay, because she used that as an excuse for everything that happens. And all of you who have it all together, you have no idea what I'm going through. Don't you dare try to pick up the pieces of my life and put them back together like you know what to do. This isn't a 10 steps to success kind of lifestyle. I wanted your help. I would have bought you with these pills at the drugstore in the self-help hall. Excuse me, sir. Sir, where can I buy anything to save you from myself? Yes, ma'am. Aisle 9, right-hand side, bottom shelf. That should help. Well, thank you kindly, sir. I think that I can find it, but even if I can't, well, that's okay, because I've already lost my mind. And that's just fine, because I'm about ready to end this. Because sometimes I don't think this life is worth living. This world is all about taking everything you have and never giving back, and every morning when I wake up, I feel so empty. I don't think I have anything else to give. They took everything. All I have left are these thoughts in my head, and I fought them before, but in the end they always win. I think back to the days when everything was perfect. When I still believed in hope before mine was stolen. When I still believed in dreams before my nightmares took over. And growing older doesn't really look like an option any longer, because the longer I wait, the more it takes to keep me going. And knowing I have to wake up and do this all over. And all of you can call it being selfish if you wish, but I swear to you, I'm just trying to escape this hell that I'm living in. But I can't do it. I can't do it. You see, Death and I, we have this love-hate relationship. We like to flirt around, but I don't really want to be with it. I like to feel its touch when things get rough, but I can't take this life. But once it's .com stay cold, I no longer want to die. I think it's because somewhere inside my soul, there's this hole that I swear to you was made to be filled. But everything I'm trying, it's never really healed. It's always been a band-aid, just a temporary fix, while my permanent conditions fall into ignorance and sin. Somewhere inside my soul, there's this song that plays over and over and over. A song that I used to know. A song I learned a long time ago. I remember it so perfectly, sitting there on that front row, singing at the top of my lungs with hands raised and eyes closed. You're all I want. You're all I ever needed. You're all I want. Help me know you are near. You know what? That was the closest I ever got to feeling like I was whole. Like I was actually complete. Like I could take this suffering, but now how come I feel nothing? Oh God, draw me close. These hollow bones, they feel so empty, but when you're with me, God, draw me close. These hollow bones, they feel so empty, but when you're with me, God, draw me close. These hollow bones, they feel so empty,